I often struggle with how much truth to tell. How much of my story do I share? How much about my ancestors' past do I commit to memory for the sake of conversation at my expense? How many more words can I cry? How many more ears will sort through my tears to cling to the parts of my story that make them comfortable? Is Martin Luther King Jr. the safe black man that is easy to swallow? Calm, collective, articulate, respected. You know, the type of black man you can run all over, shoot and kill even, and not worry about the reflection of your hatred striking you back in the mirror. Is he easier to stomach? And how much longer will I wrestle with watching my mouth for the sake of peace, not my peace, their peace, which inevitably affects me? It gets exhausting. Martin Luther King Jr. equated emancipation to a freedom into famine, a famine that most likely left black families wondering if God had freed them into the wilderness to die of hunger, to die at the hands of hunters thirsty for supremacy, to be erased from the soil that their black hands toiled, to be hung in trees that resembled the starting point of the cross, crucified, lynched, burned for being black. I can identify with the songs of agony penned in the book of Exodus. Dear God, with that we have died by the Lord's hand in the land of slavery, when we sat by the pots of meat, when we ate bread to the full, for you have brought us into this America to kill this whole assembly with hunger, with famine, with poverty, purpose, futures weaved together by the fabric of our blood. Blood spilled to build the foundation of the land we rot on, the land they advance on. Oh, Israel, I no longer criticize your song, for I too know oppressed freedom, free to run for our lives and pray that we don't die at the hand of hate, at the minds of stigmatized black skin. I am sorry, but freedom leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Unity leaves an ache in my belly. Equality leaves a question mark on my soul. Opportunity, it leaves a ball in my fist. Emancipation, the fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions, is liberation. Liberation, the act of setting someone free from imprisonment, slavery, or oppression. It's release. Now let's take a moment of silence for every life lost along the course of these lies. I fight for every chance I get, trekking through a system designed to erase me, standing in the face of eyes that degrade me, loving arms that refuse to embrace me, the fight of making it to the door only to discover it is locked strategically, systematically. Emancipation just doesn't sit well with me. Emancipation for black people is no longer a celebration. It's a realization that we were never supposed to make it. We were supposed to die trying. We were supposed to drown in red seas of hopelessness, trembling at the sight of white armies chasing us down with torches and ropes, with separate bathrooms, restaurants and schools, separate seating and dining, with separate neighborhoods, separate job opportunities, separate housing opportunities, redlining. The stench of hatred still pinches the lives of the hated in 2019. Who comes into a space with open hearts and begins to surgically remove the hope of an easy recovery? You may be wondering who starts out a spoken word piece speaking words that challenge the motives of the heart sitting under it. But we together have entered into a civil war of sorts where both parties believe they are fighting for the greater good, but mostly black bodies spill lifelessly on the ground. Please take a real look around.